Yes. So therefore, when I talk about, we have spoken about basic trigonometry in 10th standard, that is the value of some standard angles like 30, 0, 45, 60, 90, etc. Then we have spoken about some trigonometric identities like sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. All those things was over. We have done problems under that. So when I come to your 11th standard, the topic basically begins with the concept of important concept that I have to talk about is angle. Yes, so I'll briefly go through some important points, students, necessary points which we have to discuss. I'll be talking about that. Now, what is basically angle? Now, why we need angle and what is exactly angle? So, angle is actually it is a measure of separation between two lines originating from the same point, or two rays we can say. Now, let us say there are two rays or two lines, something like this. If you want to know how much they are separated, what is the separation between them, we use the concept of angle. So angle is basically a measure. So this is a measure in maths and in physics. So usually in maths and physics we use this. So if you want to know what is the separation between these two lines, we use the concept of angle, and usually angle is denoted by Greek letter theta. Okay, now this concept is important when you do some constructions. For example, you want to construct a triangle. uh, to construct a triangle, we need the concept of angles. To construct polygons, convex polygons, concave polygons, for all those things we need the concept of angle in this sense. Angle is also used to measure rotation. That's another thing. So suppose you have a ray, or a ray, usually a ray something like this, or a line. If you rotate it by some angle, so if you rotate this by some angle, to measure how much the line is rotated, we use the concept of angle. Of course, you can rotate this line to any position, and you can also rotate it again and again and again. So that is also possible. So whatever it is, to measure the amount of rotation, we need the concept of angle. Yes, so here also we can denote angle by theta. So if that is the case, the first question that will be asked is how to measure angle. So that is the main important task now. So therefore, so how to measure angle, that is unit of measurement. And already when we talk about our PU level, or 11th and 12th standard level mathematics, we talk about two types of units. There are two units here. So one is called, this you have studied in detail in your lower classes. So one is called the degree measure, and another is called the radian measure. So these are the two basic types of measurement that we have. So basically, what is a degree measure? In a degree measure, we take a circle. We take a circle to define degree. We take a circle, and from the center we divide this circle into 360 equal parts. So something like this, we start dividing the circle something like this. So like this is very big actually. When you say degree, if you divide this into 360 equal parts, it will be very small, and it will be something like this. So you divide something like this. So basically, the circle is divided into 360 equal parts, and the separation between each, this is called 1 degree. So totally there are 360 divisions, 360 degrees. So each division is called 1 degree. So this is called 1 degree. Yes. So therefore total division is 360. Yes. Now you may ask me why the circle is divided into 360 equal parts. Why the number 360? In fact, I'll tell you, you can divide this into 100 parts. You can divide it into 250 parts. You can divide it into 400 parts. It is your wish. But this is a standard convention. We divide the circle into 360. Now basically, if you see history, why it is 360 is, this has come from Greek civilization. In Greek civilization, just like us, there were 12 months in a year, and every month had 30 days. They had 30 days in their calendar. calendar in every month. So 12 into 30 is 360. So therefore they have taken the same number here. That is what history says, and I am not very sure about that, but many students have asked me why it is 360. So